And what's up, everybody? It's me, Trustarscreamer. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good snap, man. But it's Thursday. It is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you know what that means. That's right. It is time for the Figure Action Podcast, where a bunch of grown men over the age of 47 sit here and complain about toys made for kids ages 4 and up. And it is great to see everyone tonight. We got some people in the chat from Toy Mafia, McClurrig, Aquateki, Mariano, and more importantly, we have you. We appreciate everybody who is here watching live, and we also appreciate everybody in the replay squad. So please make sure to hit that like button. If you are new here, to hit that subscribe button. We're clawing our way there, inch by freaking inch, to that 1,000 ones. But don't worry, guys. As I always say, every one of your chats is still a super chat to me. We got fun news to talk tonight. We got toys to talk about tonight. I know some people got stuff today. I'm not one because Amazon decided to ship my stuff a little late, and it's coming on Sunday. So we'll go ahead and start. Well, it's only two of us right now. Mike is running a little late. He's got family things, and we always have to say family first, geek second, even though we're all family here. T, how you doing? What cool stuff did you get?
I am great, and I clicked like already.
Hit like. Never mind.
I always feel like I'm forgetting something, but Amazon, they did delay me one day. But that just made me get everything all at once. Yesterday. No. Yeah, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. But I got Airtight. This is going to be G.I. Joe heavy. I got, what's his name? Overkill. And I got Patriotic Duke.
Yours is looking much nicer than Mike's.
Yeah. He found he found this for me in the store. So, yay. Luckily, one of the local people, and I think they were in a DMV Collector Society group, they posted that this was somewhere near where he worked. So he looked in there and found it for me. So thank you, Mike. I got a review up today for Snake Eyes right here. You can find out my opinions in that review. And I just finished reviewing. I just need to do my photography that people like, or the posing at the end. I just reviewed Sundown. I just have to edit that for tomorrow. You can hear my thoughts on him as well. Yeah. And I don't know if I probably talked about this last week, but I did do an unboxing for this thing. The Science Cat Lady Sunfire. But yeah, that's it for me. How about you, Trustarscreamer?
Hey, dumb question for you. Did you get Cowboy Deadpool?
I did not.
Okay. Then I'll do it when my Sundown finally appears. I'm curious if not only are they the same if it's just the recast of the revolvers, but if I can then give him that pistol spinning effect. So I'll have to do that when I do my review.
I doubt that they're the same. But Mike has it.
Okay. Well, maybe if Mike makes it on tonight, and I'll ask him about that. My stuff is very much more concise. I also have the Dom Moreno Snake Eyes, and review is on my channel. It is an honest review, so I absolutely do not hold back my thoughts on her. She's a little loosey-goosey to me. I got some Savage Crucible stuff. I think I mentioned that last week. But with my Savage Crucible stuff, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this. But I got, it turns out this is not Excalibur, this is Calfitich or something like that. This is basically the chase version of Excalibur. But I had to craft and build my own version of the sword. Pictures of this are on my Instagram at Trustarscreamer, and I'm actually working on a second one as we speak. I'm just waiting for the primer to dry, so I'll have another version of this for a different type of. I decided to try to do one with a more of a vertical sword.
Are you gonna leave it in there now that your reality has shifted?
Well, I could put any Savage Crucible sword in there if I want. So.
Yep.
You know, much like that one girl who dumped me, the stone is not particular what sword goes into it. I may be a little bitter about Mandy, but that's a whole different conversation for another time. Speaking of different conversations for other times, we got toys to talk about. It's YoJoe June. We will definitely be talking about some Joe stuff, but you know we have to talk about things that are always more than meets the eye. That's right. Right now, it looks like the next Titan class, just in time because it looks like Grimlock just got released, but the next Titan class studio is going to be Titan class Scorn. I like and hate this. I thought Scorn was probably one of the best designed of the Dinobot toys, especially the second one that they made. You know, the one for the last night, I think it was. Remember that, T? Like that.
I might own it, to be honest. I can't remember.
That leader class one, like that was like the last. Like that figure impressed me.
Wait, was it a leader?
It was one of the bigger ones. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they made like the basic one for the whatever this movie was in, Age of Extinction, and then
did they do a studio series?
I don't know if they did a studio. They also did a studio series as well, but I like the one they did before it.
I feel like I own. This is terrible. I feel like I own one of them at least.
The last night.
I need to go through my toys and start selling crap that I don't even remember I own them.
I don't know if they made one, but that, like I said, the one that was done for the last night was easily one of my favorite just transforming toys for the Bayverse. It was just such a well done figure.
With that being good already, this I'm praying should be better.
Yes, but I have to agree with Aquatechy on this one. Let the Bayverse fans have their fun. I am glad that the Dinobots are getting some toy love, but at the same time, they were definitely one of the most overhyped, most disappointing executions in the Transformer franchise for the Bayverse stuff. So, but moving on to, I can't say bigger things, but possibly better things. We've got pictures of the Age of Prime's Onslaught. And he is looking mighty spiffy, I have to say. Except I'm not a fan of his feet.
Yeah, the feet have been bad on him and Silverbolt.
Well, if you look here at the lower, it's like it's all hinged on a single hinge.
Yeah.
I mean, and I get why they're making it as a two-part vehicle, but I never think of Onslaught as a two-part vehicle. You know, that's very almost Prime-esque or Ultra Magnus-esque, if that makes sense.
Yeah. When I get him, if I have him in alt mode, he will never be without the other part. Just like Optimus is supposed to have his trailer all the time.
It's almost like I want to change my personal canon now that the other Combaticons are just drones that hang around him, and he basically turns into Bruticus, almost like Ultra Magnus-esque, if that makes sense.
Or like the Energon combiners.
Exactly. Again, I get why, but I don't like it because like the little rear guns, man, now they look so puny. Seriously, if anything happens to this hinge, that robot mode is just fucked.
Ankles?
It's got ankles. It's got an ankle. It's got a waist.
I think that probably clicks together really tight.
I'm sure it clicks together, but it, it's just I don't like things being hinged. On that one little piece. It's so all the weight is being supported by that one little piece of plastic.
Now, I'm gonna wait till I get it on reviews because I think they put some type of like ratchet action in Silver Bolt.
Yeah.
Even though it looked like one hinge, it did like click a little bit.
I kind of like the gun station mode, but again, it's like his backpack is supposed to be those guns. It's like it breaks my personal cannon with these cannons.
You gotta come up to date with the age of the prime.
I know. I'm bitching, I'm moaning, I'm complaining, and I'm not even buying this.
I don't think I have them on pre-order myself. Whatever reason. I don't think I have them on pre-order myself, but I do want this. He's
over 100. He's like $100 too, which also is annoying.
Yeah. I do have Swindle on pre-order.
We went over the math on this guy last week, remember? It was just insane. I mean, you look at the team together, they look great. And Bruticus looks whoever took this photo, this is the best photo. I remember when these first showed up, how the legs looked all stumpy. Though, dear God, Brawl looks really ugly on the lower leg right there.
Yeah. I like that they actually integrate into the leg, unlike the other ones that just popped on the back.
And I 100% agree. This looks much more refined. You can't do the Scramble City thing now because of that, but it's not. This is now you're more show accurate. So
yeah, the most Scramble City you can do is reversing the arms.
Exactly. Or you could put them on. You could put the arms onto Onslaught, or not Onslaught, onto Superion or Menasor. I mean, yeah, like I said, these pictures look so much better than those early promos. So if you are in on this project, I think you'll be happy with it when it's all said and done. But God, that thing is still we price that up at like $250. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, they do. The legs still look stumpy. You're not wrong, but they look better than that picture. So, yes, cannon breaking cannons. Go figure. And you know what? This is honestly the best answer right here. McCloudrig has the best thing for that price. Get a used version of the Zeta. You could find an older third-party version of it. You were talking about
scale.
No, they will. Well, you know how you were talking about the Energon version?
Yeah.
I still somewhere in those bins in my garage, I still have that with the original Fans Project add-on. When they made the Swindle and the Blast Off.
Yeah, those ironically were too rich for my blood, and now I've bought so much more stupid stuff.
Oh, believe me, I remember they were such a luxury piece back in those days. You know what I'm saying? It was, and it's funny, like what we were paying for now, it's like we're paying more for it for the mainstream. Oh,
yeah, that does look like Combiner Wars one. I was like sitting here thinking to myself, I don't remember the new Swindle having a roll cage like that. And now that he mentioned it, that's Combiner Wars Swindle.
Oh, you're right. Holy shit. That explains why it looks a little ugly in there, but go figure. That's funny. That is funny. Getting to some of the third party, or as I like to say, the DNA of this segment, which I don't think we got much DNA toys today. I have to look on that one. But we get from Iron Trans their Victory Leo, and this looks pretty damn cool, actually.
So many companies with the name trans in it.
X-Transbots, Transformers. We know what they're doing. It's definitely a little in the stylized mode. Those are definitely some of the stumpiest legs. The legs look really thin for me. Oh, that's him combined with Starsaber, I think. No, it's not.
Yeah, that could be some of the later picks.
Oh, there's the combined
with their figure and the official masterpiece.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, to be honest.
What I like about this, instead that picture before this, they found a way to make him like extend onto the shins instead of just being foot extenders.
I know, I'll give you that. I will totally give you that, but my God, just those thighs are so damn thin after that, you know? And then the arms are so stumpy. Again, I get it. It's stylized. It looks like a unique form of art. So I guess this is more subjective than objective, because obviously he's going to stand. He'll stand steady as long as those hip joints are good. But
they better be.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it.
No, neither am I.
It does look decent.
We talked about this last week of Dreamstar, how they have the pictures of their brawn out. Now they have their Swindle, and I dig this. I look forward to seeing this colored. I really do.
No, I missed this.
So we talked. They released their brawn last week. I know we touched on that. So this, I love this smirk on his face. It looks really good. Swindle is my second favorite Decepticon over Starscream, just so you know. So I like how
the personality.
Yeah, exactly. We're both salesmen. I really loved him. I loved him in animated when he was voiced by Fred Willard. That was just awesome. And he made the cone heads just so we could tell other people apart. Tell them apart.
It's crazy stylized.
It's crazy stylized, but it's not losing it. It's not losing the spirit of the character, if that makes sense.
It almost looks like if the Fall of Cybertron Combaticons became Earth vehicles.
Well, they kind of did, but yeah, I get what you're saying. No, but this is definitely another project I look forward to seeing how it all evolves out. So like I said, these are just the grayscale prototypes. I love how they've done their coloring. They do that really cool metallic. So I'm looking forward to like some kind of like burnished gold on this. It's going to look all kind of beaten up and weathered.
I can't see it.
Okay. Well, I posted this. I posted this in our chat earlier this week. They call it. Someone calls this the Rattler version of Starscream. It reminds me of what was his name? I can't remember. He was Sonic something in the Japanese ones, but he also combined with Prime in in Transformers Cybertron.
That was Wing Saber, I think.
No, Wing Saber not. Oh, did they have two? Oh, yeah, they had two Wing Sabers, right?
Yeah.
It reminds me, but you know what I'm saying? It reminds me more of Wing Saber than Starscream.
But it did have another alt mode. It can become two different jets.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, dear God, it is armed to the freaking teeth.
Yes.
And then some.
This reminds me of if Starscream did become the leader.
Yeah. I mean, the rear of the jet's kind of like a fusion cannon, but this thing is busy. Like I can, like Bayformer is busy of trying to make heads or tails out of this. I'm sure once it gets colored, yeah.
I'm saying it looks really posable for as busy as it is.
Yes. It's, you can see here he actually has a stand behind him, so I think this is going to be back heavy as hell. Jeez, God. Like, all the guns at once. I do like this picture, though, with him with the crown.
Yeah. This has my interest. I normally don't get any of this type of stuff, but it looks really, really good.
Well, it's you know, they're comparing this with the TFC Megatron, which is based off the Dominator. Sorry, this Starscreamer looks like he'd wipe the floor with that Megatron.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, he just needs to push all the buttons. Oh, is the throne his flight stand? That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Actually, those pictures had me confused. I was like, does this throne actually combine to make this mode? Oh, like no, I said, it's under him. Never mind.
This thing is busy as hell. It does not look like nobody. It's like whoever the main designer was, he got both memos. I want a stealth jet. I want an A-10 Hawk. You know, I want the Rattler. I want. Okay, sure, I'll do both. And he did. So I look forward to looking forward to seeing this colored. I think this is definitely going to be needed for that. And thank God for asking for color, because we got a little Starscream now. This is the Dr. Wu Starfear. This looks more like the shattered glass version of Starscream. For you to purchase and lose in your carpet 5 minutes later.
He was good in shattered glass, right?
Oh yeah, and that's why he's in Jetfire colors too. He's the benevolent leader. But if that's not your thing, we also have... It looks like they released a teaser for them to make a 6-shot.
Oh, yeah. This looks better than our normal figures. Like that Starscream was short and stumpy. Yeah. This almost looked regular.
It does, but you have to like transform him with tweezers.
Maybe he should be, if they have any kind of scale, be a little bit bigger.
You're not wrong.
Maybe scout class.
He should be big. You know, I always thought kind of interesting. He should. I always imagine 6-shot kind of being like Shockwave, especially when he turns into the gun mode to just turn into a giant gun, like Shockwave turned into a giant flying pistol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, large enough to be held by a combiner.
So they tried to show in the commercial. Oh, well, no, they're not a combiner. Galvatron held him for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but then do you remember in when he actually appeared his other 2 seconds in the show when Cyclonus held him? He like held him like this.
Yeah.
It's like forget scale.
Mm-hmm. You know that Starscream, what else it reminded me of was the Transformers Universe Power Glide.
Yes. The oversized, yes. I remember we were all like, dude, Power Glide's big.
Yeah. They made him to scale.
And you know, I would not have minded that larger versions of Minibots. You know, because I can't remember if it was Fall of Cybertron, but they did the same thing to the tank.
Warpath?
Warpath, yes. They made an oversized Warpath. In the video game, he was oversized. I can't remember if they made an oversized toy. I know Bad Cube did that, which is one of the most worst figures to transform.
And on Transformers Earthspark, Cosmos was an actual giant spaceship.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think I would like the idea of like the toys over basically making bigger versions of the mini bots, like they did with that Power Glide. You know,
Yeah.
Can you imagine a version of Gears but the size of Trailbreaker or Hound?
Yeah. You know, whenever they're done with all these G1 remakes, they might venture into all that.
You know, actually coming up with original new characters and
People hating you. Like the newest they've given us recently is the Primes and that Unicron.
yeah.
soldier.
Well, the Unicron was from the comics.
Mhm.
The Unicron soldiers from the comics, and but yeah, the Primes in general. Those Primes are all new characters. Which, again, as you said, that's actually I like that. I would love more new stuff, new characters. You know, take characters like Strong Arm from Spark, or
There's hope.
there is hope, and we'll be talking about that with more Joe stuff too. We will definitely be talking about. But since we are slaves to G1, third party, we have the unofficial Magic Square making their version of Scattershot. That is damn posable for a Legends figure, right there.
Yes. They're stupidly posable. Matt keeps showing off his figures. He has 3 of them so far now, and I can't believe they're mini bots.
I mean, this and the alt mode looks great.
It looks like the thing.
He's doing the thing, and he's a proper torso. Are the legs? I think the legs though are an add-on piece.
I think they're doing most of the work. Well, no, it looks like the back is add-on.
Okay, you're right. The back, yes, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Still, they do some cool ass stuff, and then they are, and I'm happy that they're completing teams. We do not. This is going to sound weird, but we do not have any DNA Squared this week to show off. But I saw a very interesting post from them on their Facebook page today. And they were looking at the Leo Kaiser. And they're basically saying that they're having trouble finding what to do to it. Like it's like a near perfect figure in their eyes. Which I think is pretty cool to say.
They'll figure out something.
Yeah.
They could give it a gun. That's what started.
He didn't have a gun. Yeah, he did have a gun. All the figures' weapons combined into one big gun. So it should be able to do that.
I think they do, from what I've seen. They just have that nunchuck thing, and the cobra that connects to his shoulder.
Yeah, for his shoulder. So I'm just waiting for this to load here. Marvelous news. Not too much in the Marvel Legends thing, in Legends announcements. I guess it's kind of nice that they let the team have. Order in. Mephisto is coming. You should be getting charged from Mephisto if you have not already. T, were you in on this?
I thought about it really, really, really hard, and then I didn't get it. So I didn't get charged. I just got my surprise charge for G.I. Joe. All that.
I'm not feeling. I mean, I'm not feeling FOMO for this. If that's making sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the throne looks awesome. I will not deny that. And I like the fact they gave both a solid and a soft goods cape. And I like how this.
Looking at.
I am really hoping though that someone knocks off the throne, like they knocked off the Marvel Select one.
Somebody will 3D print it. But it definitely looks good. But like you said, I'm not feeling Wilmo. Like Mephisto is somebody I not too long ago found out existed.
Really?
I mean, it's been a few years, but
Mephisto's been around since the 60s, just letting you know.
Yeah. And most of the stuff I've seen, he wasn't a thing. I didn't start hearing about him until he's the one that wiped away Peter Parker's marriage, right?
Among other things, he also convinced Thanos to make the Infinity Gauntlet. He is kind of a big deal. Just saying.
Yeah, if they would have put that in media outside of the comics, then I don't know more about him. I did pre-order, like Mariana said, I did pre-order Apocalypse. I hope I don't regret that when that randomly charges.
Oh, you did get that one? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I said not much in the Marvel Legends, but probably the big thing right now has been YoJoe June, and we had another. We had the final live stream this week. Man, I'm thankful I'm not lagging, but man, the pages are taking forever to load tonight.
So we can read these messages.
Oh yeah.
Pretty stoked. Get this one in hand.
But while we're waiting, just a quick. Oh, here we go. Here. Oh, that's not cool.
With that arrow, let's see what happens.
No, the service is temporarily unavailable. Dude, Cochran, you know what's his name? What's his name over at TNI here, man? He didn't pay his bills. Well, head over to his tank. They're usually pretty good about this kind of stuff. Here we go. So we got the pre-orders up, including and we got the proper promo pictures for Mistress Armada. I did hit a few more pre-orders today, and I did pre-order her.
Pre-ordered her.
Figure, I mean, she looks good. I like how they're able to they're actually reusing the Prophet Director Destro, the money from that. I love the sword, and I love this webbing in the legs. It just looks badass.
I like that they're all matching.
I'm kind of surprised they gave her over boobs, to be honest. Just saying. And it's really, really tempting me to get that Destro, even though I don't want to pay $100 for it.
Once you pay for it, you don't have to think about it no more.
I know. Hopefully, my next paycheck I'll be able to, because damn it, this looks so good. I'm sorry, the Iron Grenadiers look absolutely amazing. I think that they've put more love into the villains in this line than Joe. I'm sorry. And the Grenadiers look absolutely perfect.
Oh,
I've not had a bad Grenadier figure yet.
They admitted on BMAC, they said that the team is more Cobra leaning than Joe leaning. They're all more fans of Cobra than Joe.
I mean, and she looks, I mean, again, Mistress Armada looks, again, I just pre-ordered.
Yeah, the overboobs is shocking. I don't think anybody else, no, the Lady J had some cleavage, but she didn't have straight up overboobs. But this is for adult collectors. They can't even deny it.
That is true. I'm still hesitant on Iceberg. I'm not too big on the Arctic characters personally. Arctic and scuba divers, I'm not really big on.
I like the color contrast of him being dark skinned with the white outfit. And a black snow character is not something you see every day.
You're not wrong. Again, notice I just don't do too many of the snow stuff. That's all. So the snowboard looks great. Looks like someone who would be chasing down James Bond.
Sniping at the same time. That's how good he is.
Exactly. And as always, the photography is absolutely on point.
Maybe Mariano. I wonder they didn't show you that comes off. It doesn't look like it.
I don't think it does. I will be surprised.
Yeah, it's so tight. It would have to have the little hair piece like Sundown has.
That's a great shot. That is a great shot. I might have to go hit that. I may have to go add them to my pre-orders. We'll see.
Yeah, the first two you showed, those are the main ones I pre-ordered.
I did also pre-order Rugged Duke. I think he looks rugged. This was apparently going to be the original Duke that they were going to put out before they decided to use that video game concept. I'm kind of thankful they held off so they could use more modern engineering for this look.
And no pins.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm glad they held off. I know he's used. I think that was the same chest panel that was on Grunt. I want to say.
It looks like it.
But again, it kind of makes sense for a guy doing solo missions. So I'm fine with this.
One thing, he's looking up right here. I hope at some point they do better ball joints in the neck.
We've been wanting that for I don't know how long. Like actually, since they got rid of the disc hinge, short of taking a Dremel and cutting a notch in the back of the neck, that's the only way we've been able to get them to look up.
Mm-hmm. And with some of the Marvel Legends, we know that people at Hasbro know how to do it, because the Daredevil, the all black Daredevil with the regular sweatsuit.
No, the new Daredevil that just came out that gave him a disc hinge. I love that figure.
Yeah. The the Man Without Fear one, the neck was great, and that was a dumbbell with a ball. Okay. And Maximum Series Deadpool was good. It even had like the cutout in the back of the shoulders, like the new Masters of the Universe figures have.
Which, by the way, if you guys want the Man Without Fear Daredevil, he is currently part of the Prime Day specials, which you can, if you go to T-Man's affiliate link, link should be down in the description. If not, it's on his channel. It's an absolute great figure to get. I love that figure.
You have to scroll down or click my Amazon and then search for it.
But I'm just saying. But I pre-ordered him. Absolutely.
No shocking. This is only like the fifth Duke.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shocking they aren't like shoving him down your throat because he's the leader.
You mean like they do with Snake Eyes? What is up, RG? Good to see you. You missed it. I showed my diorama. Again, I love RG's channel. I picked up so much stuff on his stuff for how I do my Dio stuff. So I do. He's not paying me. I'm just letting you know. He's got great Dio basics. Toxic Viper. I usually, when I see a faceless trooper, I usually order 2 of them, 2 maybe 3. I was happy just getting 1 of these guys, to be honest. I mean, it looks good, but I don't think I need a squad of these.
Yeah, I like that he has interesting and unique weapons and stuff. But one thing about this wave that I'm noticing for a few of these, it almost feel like they come with less accessories than they've been doing.
This guy's coming with. I mean, you've got the gun, the backpack, the helmet, and all these effects.
And the smoke effects, yeah. I feel like he should have like another gun or something. A knife.
He's the. Yes, I think he should have a pistol or a knife. You're right.
Or since he doesn't, fist. I wish every single one of them came with fist.
Now, you see that I'm 50-50 on, because most of the time I have him holding weapons, so...
But if you had fist, you can make him punch somebody. If you want
to. Okay, now, I wish Mike was here right now.
Yeah, Mike, hurry up.
Because he was talking crap about this. He was not a fan of this. This is Synapse. This is a brand new character, original to the line. Probably will be appearing in the Energon comics, I would think, or maybe a new character for Real American Hero. I have no clue. I don't care. I like this toy.
I like it as well.
I think it's even for a non-G.I. Joe figure, I would put this with my Cyberpunk Edge Runner display.
They say he was a techromancer. So he could pretty much, if the bats were coming at him, just control them or whatever. And it looked like they were doing something where he could just make walls crumble and whatnot.
Well, he's got that thing with the eye in it. You know, maybe there's a beam coming from the cyber hand.
Oh,
or whatever.
Yeah. That helps, and I'm pretty sure that little string thing probably can jack into them manually if they give him trouble.
I mean, I just wish he had a second hand. Okay, I do, but I do kind of like the asymmetric look at the same time. You know?
Oh no, he has 2 trigger hands and that one open.
No, for his backpack. Like he's got this asymmetric backpack.
Yeah. You wanted him to have 2 arms on the backpack.
Exactly, but at the same time, having only the single arm does give it that charm.
Yeah. It's like a back-mounted blaster or whatever, but instead of the blaster, it's the hand blasting telepathic, whatever.
I'm sorry. He looks like a character who would have been like on G.I. Joe Extreme, but oh god, he looks so vicious. I like him a lot.
I don't think that's Cobra Commander's torso.
That looks more of anything like an Iron Grenadier soldier torso.
I think they said he was all near. But the face is all interesting as well.
Oh, we just got a text from Mike. He's just getting home, but we'll see. You're not like, you know what? You don't have to like him. Again, this is the fun part of new characters. So he's not part of the original crew. So it will not trigger your gotta catch them all phase. This is me. I like innovation. Just like I was saying, I was kind of wanting to get new Transformer characters, and I love getting a new G.I. Joe character. And I'm sorry, just the more I look at it, when I first saw him, I was like, I have no clue what the hell this is. I thought he looked dumb. And then I saw the renders. I was like, eh. But these color photos just totally sell me on him. So
he looked like cyberpunk.
And I like cyberpunk. I've got the Edge Runner stuff. I got so much of that weird stuff from 5K Toys. This guy will fit in with those figures, no problem whatsoever.
And he should be able to control them because they have cyborg parts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mad Max.
This guy would work as a Marvel villain, you know? He doesn't have a faction symbol on him either, and that's an awesome thing. You know, this guy would look great with your Reavers, with your Marvel Legends, to give you an idea. Nope, still more TNI stuff on here that's not working. They had some render reveals as well, including Retro Falcon, Retro Card Flash, Retro Card Cobra, the Retro Cobra Valkyrie. You know what? I bet those are back on his tank. Oh, they also did for Walmart, their Night Force exclusive. We are getting Psych Out, which I think that's, I mean, it's okay. He looks cool.
Yeah, I never heard of Psych Out.
I know Mike's big. He was collecting all the Night Force stuff, so
I'm probably gonna get him because I like the way he looks.
Mm-hmm.
But I have still never heard of Psych Out.
I want to say cool. I want to say it's Sci-Fi's gun again, but he looks cool.
He looks like somebody that would be good to pair up with heavy duty.
Exactly.
There we go. I think you just passed it.
Oh, we're up. I'm going to some. I'm not. I'll be ending with that. Don't worry.
Oh, I thought they were in that.
I want to get to the renders here. So again, we've got the retro card Falcon, the Cobra Valkyries. I have the Valkyries. I was a very big fan of them, so I bought the two.
No, these are the name reveals. I think in that post above it actually had the render. Hi, it's me. He turned off the wrong screen, but go watch my review. Here's the Lasakage.
What did you do to me? You made me. I hit the wrong back button. Sorry. Sorry. I hit the wrong back button. So there's our renders with Falcon.
And the face gets a little better every time.
Then we have our Valkyrie. Like I was saying before, I have the previous Valkyries. They were a 2-pack. These look much more like the traditional Cobra, like from the TV show, the traditional Cobra uniform. I like the stylized ones with the gold highlights. Plus, those figures also came with effects for their weapons. They also had harnesses on them, if I recall. So
you could change their faces.
They had two. They also had two. They had two versions of them. You had both Caucasian and African American versions of them.
And just the regular mask.
And the masked face. Yeah, like an actual gas mask face with eyes, with an eyes, covering the eyes too. This is interesting. Flash is the last of the original 13, and he's only going straight to retro card.
For now.
I'm very underwhelmed by this figure, to be blunt.
Well,
I mean, you just get...
Going off of what the original toy was, all of them are masterpiece compared to the original toy.
Right, but I'm just saying, with what we're for $27, we're just getting a backpack, a pistol,
Yeah, I'm shocked they didn't give him hands. A lot of the retro cards have fists.
Then there's also a hint of the I forgot on here. They also have the hint of us getting a triple T.
Yeah, well, not hint. We're getting one. The hint was they're like how Sergeant Slaughter is just out in the open. They're probably going to give him a cockpit, a windshield.
Gotcha. And then also a Crimson Snake Armor, which is this is actually a callback to the old Action Force days. The original Action Force with the Crimson Shadows.
Oh, that's what these guys are supposed to be, right? Or not something wrong.
Yes, the guys from Skull. The Skull. Why am I blanking on the name? But yes, that's supposed to be a Crimson Shadow guy.
They called Skull Troopers. I forget what they're called myself.
And where is it? Finally, T, go ahead. You know you want to say it.
Yes, I've waited an eternity for this. Unfortunately, it looks like she's going to be a deluxe. But I love that they gave her, even though it's a G.I. Joe crossover, I was so scared they were going to give her like a G.I. Joe outfit. They just gave her that little belt, and you could just take that belt straight off, and she's just Laura. And I love it. I'm super happy they did that. She has fists and other hands, but she did punch in the cutscenes. She has all the stuff, even the stuff she started using in the modern era, like the what are those things called? The hooks.
Mm-hmm.
And the bow.
I'm a little surprised she doesn't have the sunglasses.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that. So we're all gonna have to buy sunglasses. That is shocking. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Well, you could. Was it Buzzer? Ripper? He actually had the circular sunglasses, if I recall. But he has the right ones.
And I hope I don't see it in this render. I hope that hook has the string that wraps around it. It should.
I can't see why it wouldn't. I like I mean, for me, of course, it's all about the dual wielding deagles. You know.
Mm-hmm. They had done that.
That's pretty cool. I'm actually also very surprised that they are not doing what they did with Ninja Force Zartan for the bow and arrow.
This bow looks like you may be able to pull it back. I hope.
You don't have the Ninja Force Zartan, do you?
I do.
Well, I'm just saying, but that static piece, then that static piece of plastic is actually pretty cool for display versus having a string that pulls back, nothing to stretch out to it. So I'm just really I thought that would be like the new standard now for any bow and arrow because it looks really, really good.
They keep going back and forth. But I can imagine so many different setups. Like, you could have her fighting your G.I. Joe people or Cobra people or just anybody.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at my toy collection. I mean, but hopefully, she's not going to cost $50.
I was about to get to that. Bare minimum, she's going to be $43, but I feel like they're going to tack on a crossover fee and make her $50.
I was going to say, I will pay for the record, kids. I will pay $45. I will not pay $47. I will not pay $46.99. I will pay $44. I will pay $45.99. I will not pay $47. I will not pay $50. That is my line.
I'm not gonna say out loud what I would pay, but I would pay it.
I know you would pay it. I know exactly you would pay it, but at this, I'm just saying.
I've been waiting. Like, you have her fighting the Action Force people because they look like mercenaries.
Oh yeah.
And, have her fighting Timber and whatnot.
You could have her.
Timber.
You could have her fighting Hammond Collection dinosaurs and pretend that you're
Yeah.
What's Dino Crisis all over again?
So much. Yes.
I am just really surprised. I mean, I'm just surprised.
Get in here, Mike. Even though we're talking about the thing. But you can have your opinions if you hurry up.
I've been very good right now of not buying the things I don't want to buy, except that goddamn it, that Destro is really starting to. I'm bending on that Destro. Like, I'm still adamant about that Cobra Commander. I'm not buying that Cobra Commander for $70. I can't do it.
Now, besides these reveals, how did you feel about their previous week's reveals overall?
Well, you know what? I'm going to pull this off for a second because honestly, Mike, get in here if you can. This would be a great time for you to show up. I mentioned it last week. They started good. They gave us some mediocres in the middle, and they ended strong. That's exactly, honestly, they did it exactly the way they should have. It was paced right. Obviously better than last year. It's got us talking, which is, I think, is a very big thing. As in, we're seeing characters we like. We're arguing about shit. I mean, we're getting stuff that people have asked for. The Hooded Cobra Commander. I'm pissed off at the pricing, but we got it. And they're ending it exactly like you said, with your exact words. They better end showing this Lara Croft, and they did exactly what you wanted to.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what was revealed every week, but I feel like they had at least something every time that people wanted to like. For starters, that Hooded Cobra Commander with the throne. The price isn't what people wanted, but it's there. It's available. What is it called? Flash's partner, or his old mate.
Oh yeah.
I forgot. That guy with the weapon thing. People have been wanting that. People have been upset that some of the original 13 are coming without their accessory, their main weapon or whatever, but that didn't. That's coming with it. So that's something to celebrate. Lara Croft, definitely. Oh yeah, Action Man. Some people don't care about it, but I want Action Man. Action Man can team up with Lara.
I already forgot about Action Man. You know.
Yeah. Action Man could team up with Lara to be the UK people.
And you know what? Actually, that actually would work. You see, you actually just built more value for Action Man for that reason.
Yeah, the only thing sucked is B-Mac, even when he was done with Transformers, his personality level.
Well, that's a different. That's the presentation. I'll also say this: I had no opinion about having Dan Larson on there. I mean, I don't think he detracted from it, if that makes sense.
He didn't add. He was just there as dressing.
Yeah.
I think they should have found some type of way. I felt like they were rushing to show all this stuff. Like they didn't have time. They should have added some time and made him put into it since he was there.
Well, my big thing is bringing someone like Dan Larson in. They brought him in too late because his own channel has evolved past that. Has evolved past toys, and now it's more pop culture. I would have maybe have found a better G.I. Joe personality, for that. I mean, I don't know enough of the Joe tubers per se.
I think he might have been the closest living there. They didn't have to fly him.
Like, I'm honestly surprised they didn't bring in Larry Hama. You know, the guy who wrote.
They could have, didn't they? They brought him in for something one time, right? When they were announcing that book or whatever, or that.
When they were announcing the book, yeah, because he wrote the book. But I mean, he still wrote all these file cards for all the, especially for the last of the original 13. You know.
Oh, he's still doing it.
Yeah, he created this Snake Eyes. He created Dawn in the Real American Hero comic. Yeah, there's actually 2 G.I. Joe continuities going on. There's the Energon universe and a Real American Hero. So, and that's you should look up Dawn's little origin. She literally has Snake Eyes memories implanted in her.
Yeah, I googled it. I wasn't going to, but I googled it.
Okay.
In the middle of my review, so I can know a little bit more.
But I will say this: I think they did a good job of making YoJoe June feel like an event. Like they made the month feel special. Something happened. They dropped. Yeah. They dropped solid hits. They dropped franchise moments. They did their job. I think the other streams could actually take a lesson on this type of presentation. Again, start strong, bring the mid-tier stuff in the middle, and end strong.
Yep. Online, when I was looking at a little bit of stuff, people were complaining about what we didn't get. It almost felt like they forgot what we did get. Like they were waiting for a HasLab announcement and whatnot. I'm like, that's probably going to be closer to August.
Well, I think I don't know. I think we're going to get a made to order, and I think that Triple T sounds perfect for the made to order. To be honest.
Yeah.
What is up, Max? Hello. Is good to see you. Destro, good to see you as well. Yes, we know there is no Joe HasLab, but I'm hoping for a made to order.
HasLab definitely is usually when school is about to start, when you're supposed to be spending money on your kids.
Honestly, I think some aspects of the HasLab has actually, and this could make a great in itself as a discussion. I think the HasLab has had its course in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think it adds a lot of unnecessary stress for some figures. Made to order is exactly the future right there. You know, it's doing. Yes, it's cool when we get something awesome. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
How do you and your cat feel about
YoJoe June?
YoJoe June.
She said it had its moments, right?
And that's exactly it. It had its and they were good moments, so that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was watching or listening to you guys on my way home. So, I mean, I heard most of your comments and stuff. I got nothing really to add per se. I mean, there were some things I know, and that's the cool part about discussions like this. We all enjoyed different figures for different reasons. I am going to be ecstatic when I have the 13 done. You know, let's see. What else? You guys like Synapse? I don't. We all agree Tomb Raiders looks really good. So, and then
why don't you like Synapse? I'm curious. Tell me why you don't like Synapse.
He just doesn't feel Joe to me at all. Okay. It looks like a big kit bash hodgepodge. I mean, I read the bio, which is good. That's another thing that they need to continue to do is these new characters, especially ones that they are creating, they need to actually put together a little bit of a blurb on the character, him or herself, itself. So,
is there a definite place to go for these bios?
I mean, they've been putting them out, I think, on Instagram, and then when we do our research for the agenda, they usually have them for pictures for the article. So.
I scanned the QR code, and it took me basically nowhere.
It never will take you anywhere.
That QR code was the dumbest thing.
I figured they were all different and they would take you directly to the character's information.
You would think they would, but they haven't put together a webmaster to actually collect the lore, which I've complained about with other toy lines too, that if you want to do this and have all these different characters and stuff for new collectors, you need to have a Bible. You need to have a world in there. Who does it really well? Savage Crucible. Renato updates that webpage all the time with stuff, including the relics, which you already mentioned yours today, right, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
That you got. Cool. So
during the Energon trilogy, they actually did have Transformers bios and whatnot on their website.
But Hasbro should have that just in general, even just in the archive of them. Again, we're tangenting. I'm 100% tangenting. You know what I would love? What I would kill for? Imagine if Hasbro had a complete character, not just a character section, but having like all the box art for them through the years and things like that.
Well, yeah, that's that thing with 3D Joes. They put together that omnibus of the art of the O line. I kick myself in the butt for not buying. But yeah, Classified should have the same thing, especially when they were going through the closed boxes and had all those different artists. And Destro, the character with the dinosaur, is Professor Rotclaw.
They're probably relying on Wiki. They're like, you know what, let's put this out there, and the Wiki people will put it on that character's Wiki.
That's something I haven't seen. Excuse me. Unless it's like on His Tank or something. I don't know anyone who's actually collected all the art and put that in one spot.
I'm just saying, I would love that. It's Classified. I've been saying that Classified's had some of the best except for some of those weird manga style ones, but it had some of the best box art. Like all those versions, both versions of Major Blood with, again, I think literally the fake manga style art, with the exception of that, I have loved every bit of Classified art. That's Storm Shadow. Yes, I know we talked about the tattoo and all that back in the day. I would love to have all that art on just available to me.
Yeah, and you were saying a few seconds ago about tangenting. This is all part of YoJoe June. This is part of what we do as collectors, is not only talk about what was just brought up and shown to us for the future, but also things that, help our nostalgia and keep it alive for us, and we pass it along to new collectors. So.
Speaking of, tomorrow is JoeFest starts, and I know for me, I for one am going to be very, very excited for when they actually show us this guy right here. Whoops. Of the Sentinel.
Yes. Yeah. That video should be going up, I guess, tomorrow down at JoeFest. I know. I did ask Renato. Thanks, Kat. I did ask Renato what we're looking at price wise for that. I think he said it was going to be standard that we've seen across the board. So it's, we're looking $40 to $50. But I'm curious.
It'll be $40 to $50, and don't break your wallet trying to find a resale, because they will get us more.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they'll keep certain amounts for the other shows coming up. But definitely be ready for the in-stock sale. I know that people had challenges with the last one because of the limited stock, but that's the price. That's kind of what we do as collectors. Sometimes that stuff works, sometimes it doesn't in your favor.
So, but that's, again, we're talking about mainstream. The independent toy scene is still just abso-freaking-lutely amazing. We talk about that.
If we're just talking vendors.
It's just nice to know there's other things out there to get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these are Street Fighter statues. I didn't even realize that. These are just statues.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. one thing that was released this week, I never thought I'd be interested in a Super 7 figure. And this one,
yeah. This is one of those. Do you wait for Jada, or do you go now and get something that's still going to be comic accurate? So
I want to know how they were able to do this, though. If Jada has the license,
good question.
I think it's the fact it says Invincible Universe and not Invincible.
Agreed. And also, Jada has the license for the TV show. Now, if they are pulling this from the Image comic, then yeah, they're covered.
This, though, is one of the few times that Super 7 scale will work in its favor with Battle Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Is that double jointed elbows?
Nope, it's Super 7.
Like it from the picture I'm looking at.
He's gonna be big and clunky.
The turtles had double jointed elbows, right?
Only the last ones. Only the 2017, the 2013 turtles.
Yeah, from what I'm looking at, it looks like he does.
If he does, you're
never
not going
mind.
to get a lot of them.
I stand corrected. Those are double jointed elbows. Never mind.
So it does have better articulation than normal, and he's going to be huge.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, Mariana, you're saying he's soft look. I mean, it's Super 7. They always have that's their aesthetic, where it's more like that cartoonish look. So, but he's a SDCC exclusive.
Yes, which also might explain how they're getting away with that. So, what else we got here? I know we're getting towards the end of it all.
Hasbro no longer owns the trademark Battle Beast.
That's true.
Yep.
Well, no, it's Battle Beasts with an S.
What else?
Kind of one of those flash in the pans. I think you said this guy only lasted about 20 minutes.
He was. I think I looked at it and I clocked at like 13 or 14 minutes. He was up before he got waitlisted.
So, we have another Rumble Society. It's a Gomez. It looks cool, but
$130.
It's $100. Yeah, it's $130. When I look at this, I'm sorry, it's $130 plus tax plus shipping. Oh crap! Did I do the Cobra in the desk in the Hazard Squad? Oh.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing is with this. He was putting together with that.
People are dedicated to this, just like Mythic Legions and whatnot.
They're not just dedicated. They're dedicated to specifically Rumble Society, not just Mezco, but just the Rumble Society unto itself.
I look at it and I just think, oh, Gomez.
Yeah,
I'd rather be a person with a regular ass face instead of a bug head.
I'm kind of with you on that personally. I do not own a single Gomez figure.
I think I have two. I have the Christmas one, and I have the one with the bike.
I have one. I have the James Bond suit one.
Yeah. Well, they've been pushing out stuff. I mean, everyone's been talking well about the Pit Conan and such, and so many Conans.
The closest thing that made me want to get all into that is Umbrella Academy season 1, where Mary J. Blige and the other guy had the animal heads on suits.
Hazel and
Yeah, that made me think like, oh, this makes sense if you pretend that's a person in a mask, but it's supposed to be a guy. It's supposed to be his face.
Now this one looks kind of interesting. This is from Axie Toys. These guys not only did the dinosaurs. I have their not Pit figure. And this is a variation of that buck. This is their prisoner figure.
That tan kingpin.
You see, there's a lot of things you can look at this figure for. The evil prisoner. One is a blank buck. And yes, you could make yourself a Kingpin figure out of this. You could make yourself an Absorbing Man figure out of this. When I look at this face, I think of the DC character, the General.
Yeah. And I think the article said it's also coming out in green.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, and we're going to get to that one. They have the green one as well. I mean, these handcuffs look cool. And I like that he comes with the soft goods. But obviously, I think this is just an excuse to put out another blank body, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have the Pit figure. It moves pretty well. Do they have the green version yet? The reason the green version is interesting is because I immediately thought, I've seen videos out now for the Hulk 2099 figure.
Mm-hmm.
And that figure just seems like a complete and utter disappointment, which is I mean, I've bought almost every Hulk except for the Maximum Hulk figure that they've made. Every comic version of the Hulk. And that Hulk 2099 had my attention until I saw the video reviews. But that green version of this would make a fantastic custom for the 2099 Hulk.
Yeah. So you did buy the Professor Hulk for pre-order?
Yes, I did. I did buy. I do have Professor Hulk on pre-order.
Okay.
He looks good. It's weird that they're showing him in so many pictures with no clothes on.
Well, because it's a blank. It's honestly just it's you're buying a blank body. It's just, but not a blank body, because there's so many blank bodies on the market right now.
But it is cool that he could be in jail Kingpin to fight Spider-Man.
Here we go. I knew they'd have him on 5K.
Yeah.
So the full price of the figure is $92. And here is the here's the green one. And like I said, I think that would just make a perfect Hulk 2099 figure. And it's bigger than their dinosaurs, obviously.
What are those things called? They're the troll things on that video game.
The what?
Is it a video game? The troll face that he comes with. It looks like.
Oh, World of Warcraft.
Yes, that.
Kind of. But they don't make. But like this pose right here, they're definitely trying to go for like a Hulk look for this. I mean, someone's gonna make a pair of purple pants for him.
Yeah.
I just can't see spending $92 on a blank body.
It has clothes.
You know what I'm saying. I mean, I usually buy a lot of these. I know I put this in our chat. Mike, did you, by any chance, put a pre-order for this?
I didn't. I saw the link. I didn't click on it yet to look at it, but why don't you tell me about it?
This is actually just a generic cape for Savage Crucible figures.
Oh, okay.
And like here they have it with Elric.
Okay.
Especially for the Troop Builder version. I think it absolutely gives some personality to it. Here's with your boy.
Mm-hmm. That looks good. I like that.
So it specifically pegs into their backs.
They have the shoulder pads, so it'll hook into the shoulder pads. And I have blatantly said that Naraka needed a cape.
Yes, I agree with you.
So you get a cape, and you get a hip sash, basically, and hip soft goods.
So how much is this?
Only
price $17 plus shipping.
How much?
$17 plus shipping.
Oh,
wow. $4 down and $13 second payment.
That's a very good custom, Mariano. I just finished watching season 4.
Gotta say yes. Umbrella Academy, probably one of the worst endings I've ever seen of any show.
Is that how the
It is
comic
good to see
ended?
the toy villain. You were one of my favorite commentators out there. I'm I'm damn putting those bunny slippers on there.
Mhm.
So
Toy Villain, are you saying there's only 48 of those capes remaining on for pre-order?
yeah,
Or what do you mean? Oh, there is?
yeah.
All right. All right.
48 remaining.
So
Get it. You buy everything else, Mike. Hurry up. Put it in your cart
Yeah.
right now.
Well, it's like,
you know what? I bet it might look good with that Sentinel figure too, with that Berserker body.
I bet.
So
No, I mean, I was talking to a friend who's going to be at JoeFest this weekend, and then I saw the Acid Rain 112 scale figure that they're going to have with that odd, that little two-legged thing. So good. And it was
So
like,
wait,
it's
is it
$84.
multiple capes?
no, it's cape and a hip skirt.
No.
Yeah, it's not two-sided or anything like that.
Yeah,
I guess.
I would have loved the fur is a little much for me, but if they had because again, like I said, I saw a picture of this guy with Elric's cape on, and it looked so damn perfect. So
Sideways, Mike.
Mike, you're
He's in
sideways.
the upside down. He's probably ordering from his phone right
That would make sense. Oh, Toy's saying we're 48 subscribers until 1,000. We are painfully aware. Yes,
Yeah.
we know. So,
We're getting
And just-
there. Don't worry, guys.
and just to end on an interesting note, we don't talk too much about Mecha. We definitely don't talk too much of the Soul of Chidoken. But here is the Soul of Chidoken Mazinger Zeta.
Oh man, this just brings back so many memories of like Sunday mornings and watching this dubbed over.
Transworthy.
Such a good show.
All I can remember is Fire Missile 1 and the boob comes off. That's all I remember.
Just to let you guys know, I mean, I am a huge Japanese Super Robot fan.
Yeah.
So, Mazinger, sorry, didn't mean to hijack that real quick. But I mean, so Mazinger, Grandizer, Getter Robo, basically, I love that shit. I actually got the Mazinger from Reveltech, which was a little of a letdown.
How did you hate it?
And
Make
McCartney,
louder.
it wasn't watching the show for the script. It was the big robot fight the big robot. That's what I liked.
I don't remember it that much, but it was a cartoon, and I liked the cartoon.
Well,
Yeah,
it got
it was weird,
so
like,
much.
a
I mean, through the years, this franchise has done so much. There's Mazinger, then there was Great Mazinger, then there was the Mazin Kaiser OVA that happened in the early 2000s. God damn, that was awesome. And then there's Mazinger SKL, which is also pretty good.
You know, there were only few cartoons that I actually hated when I was little. Like thinking about Scrappy Doo on Scooby Doo, I hated Scrappy.
We all hated it.
Yeah.
We can talk a little Star Wars for you. It's just a lot of us don't collect a lot of Star Wars anymore.
Well, not the vintage line, especially. At least I haven't.
They did new stuff. Now go to Target if you like Star Wars and you want some of those vintage size vehicles for cheap. They were on clearance when I was there.
And honestly, one of the reasons why we don't carry the vintage collection is most of us collect 112 scale. I want to say it right now, Mario. It's that we do 112 more than anything else. I'm looking at my collection right now, and I have two figures that are 1/18 scale, and they're inside mech suits, so I have them for one giant robot.
Now the vintage stuff, being in Ross and being just totally wanting to spend some money on something, I bought a few vintage because they were like $4.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that the level of detail they have with them, but I think it's just the aesthetic and how you can mix and match. And even with what you guys showing right there, the problem is it's the same thing over and over.
Well, this is the
These
Clone
are
Trooper.
6 inches, right?
Yeah, this is the 6-inch, and they're sold out right now. This was the Black Series ARC Trooper Battle Pack, and you got 3 troopers.
Yep.
So,
They look
but they're
good.
the exact same. We basically get a Thundercracker, a Skywarp, and a Starscream here. I mean, there is literally nothing different between these 3 figures except the color, and they're charging us $80 for that, and I can't.
Yeah,
Technically, it should be more.
Well, and this kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier. The reason why some of these sell out, these clone 3-packs, is because they're actual characters that either in the cartoon or in the novels and stuff. But I don't know which one is which.
These are ARC troopers. These are literally a trooper pack. It's not Commander Cody. It's not this. It is the Rancor Battalion, and they don't even have names. It just says 3 figures. And then, now I will say this was kind of cool because it's Jason and Jania solo, and I personally am a huge fan of the old extended universe, which is no longer canon. Breaks my heart because they did more in those books than they could ever dream of in the movies. Specifically with Jason Solo, if you read the books.
Oh, one thing I noticed looking at her, she has the inverted ab crunch and double jointed knees.
Well, she still has pinned knees, and she has a regular ab crunch on there. It's not inverted. I can see the.
And one of those pictures, I see a cut like right in her midsection underneath her diaphragm joint.
Well, the X-wing gear is not helping.
But those legs are old because they stopped doing double jointed in like 2017, 20.
Yep, because Jason here is all single jointed.
Yeah, and he has a solid torso besides the ball on the waist.
Yeah, and again, I can't. I mean, I like the character, but I can't collect these toys because these toys are downgraded. You know, I should be happy I'm finally getting a Jason Solo figure. I can't talk right now, but he has NECA articulation. Tell me I'm wrong here, kids.
One positive I'll give them for the set we were just looking at, and for this, there is a slight discount. Normally, they've been selling the 2-packs for the price of 2 figures, which should be more than 56. Well,
they're $27.57 each. It's a 2-pack for $56. Sorry, it's $28 a figure. The 3-pack was $80, which still goes down to $27, $26.50 a figure, approximately. There ain't no discount there, son. You get a 50-cent discount for the Stormtroopers because they're complete repaints. That's about it. So if you're asking why I don't get too much into Star Wars, is because it's going to get me ranting like this of seeing less and less value per figure. So I was trying to end on a positive note, and someone told me to look at Star Wars. I want to say that for the record.
A positive, this is sold out, so Star Wars fans they're still into this, even though that we're not fans.
I'm gonna go look at something that makes me happy real quick, and that's Synapse right here with his beautiful colors and asymmetric look.
Did I tell you getting Mephisto in next week?
We did talk about Mephisto. Yes.
The devil's in the details. Not in that.
Is it already moving?
No, I haven't got the tracking order yet. But my DMJ Hernandez got me to go on AliExpress and get one of those skeletons. They should be coming in. Those 20.
Oh, the
ones.
The Dance Macabre skeletons.
Sure, the ones that are super articulated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very curious on how that goes for you.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna be too. I know that they don't have any accessories, but I'm curious about the sculpt on it and how it's going to match with other stuff. So,
well,
since
you knew you were buying a bare bones figure.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what I was getting. So I mean, just got that. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not. I don't give a shit. Nope. So
on that note, guys, it is 1 hour and 51 minutes. That is an awesome shirt you have there, T. And you know what?
You can't tell time. It's 1:31, not 1:51.
It's been 1 hour and 31 minutes.
Yeah, but you said 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Sorry, you know what? I'm tired. And you know,
synapse. They're flaking out on you.
I want to say thank you everyone for joining us this week. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Please tell your friends about us. Hit that like button. Collect what you like. We're never going to tell you that you're wrong. But most importantly, as always, until next time, take care. Peace.
Bye.
Until we meet again.